K-Mac, I did just see our man Nathan Brown just going to the back row there, accessing a bit of the footage of the Calshadir mark from earlier in the game. Just wanted to hear it and then ask Jasper if he could maybe put a bit of a filter over the voice and all that sort of stuff. Just really ramp it up a bit.
He was really trying to give it the full assessment to see his work, and I don't know if he was super over the top with how he enjoyed it. Sort of first watch back, he didn't love it, but I thought he did a good job. I give him full marks for that one.
It is a genuine contender for Mark of the Year, that one, isn't it?
Has to be. We haven't seen a player get that sit and full extension, I don't reckon, all year. It's not a huge pack mark, so if you're looking at it, you wouldn't sort of expect to see a whole heap of bodies around it, but he just gets the perfect sit, takes it at full extension and at the highest point, which is probably the thing that looks the best about it.
Third quarter not too far away for Totally Workwear. Chilly enough for you. The crew at 5 degrees overnight, by the way.
Oh yeah, it was freezing last night as well.
The crew at Totally Workwear know that on the site, the ward or out on the oval, you've got to show up ready to tackle whatever the weather throws at you. Luckily, Totally Workwear's got the workwear, the safety gear and uniforms you need for the toughest jobs and plays. Totally Workwear. We love your work. Do we get a little Friday night instalment of the Queen, Kate McCarthy, tomorrow night?
Yeah, we do. I am on Friday Night Footy with you guys. We've got from Marvel Stadium, I believe. That's where I should be headed tomorrow night. Yes, not the MCG.
Yes.
Wonderful. All right, I'll go to the right joint then. But no, I'm looking forward to it. Should be fun with yourself, Bran, and Joey Montana. I haven't worked with Joey for ages. We've had opposite schedules all year, so it'll be fun to work with him.
It's a good crew. That coming up from 7 o'clock tomorrow night after the Friday huddle. Reminder as well, for those listening for the Bulldogs and Essendon, the game will be doing earlier jump, 7:20 bounce tomorrow night as opposed to 7:40, which means we get home a little bit earlier, Kate, which is nice as well.
It's a big win.
Also, as there is a Friday night doubleheader, Sydney and GWS you will hear on the Listener app. So we will have that game covered as we do each and every week here on Triple M Footy. All 9 games covered. Listener app is the way to go for Sydney and the Giants.
And we will obviously be going around the grounds for Choice Hotels as that one plays out at Marvel to give you updates in the other one if you want to stay across both games.
Yes, we will be doing that tomorrow night as well. Speaking of Choice Hotels around the grounds, India 5 for 306 in Manchester in the 4th test. They are all over the Poms, which is what we love to see. We really enjoy that.
We do.
This game's about to start, by the way. What are we expecting in the third quarter, Kate?
I expect Hawthorn to regain control or maintain control of this one. I would like to see the Blues. We saw them start to use a little bit more uncontested possession in that second quarter, so hopefully that plays out a little bit more in this second half as well if you're a Blues fan.
For McDonald's and Ream Hotwater.
Holding
Hawthorn.
Newcomb.
Here's Nath ready to go in position.
Will Day gets the first kick inside forward 50.
Holding Jack Gunston.
It's going to be a free kick to Jack Gunston. Izzy's man.
You got the distance, Brownie?
Well, he hasn't been kicking that well tonight. But he should be able to kick this one. See on the Harvey Norman replay.
Keep coming, Connor, with me.
There's a big hold from Haynes. Umpire picked it up early.
It was an interesting hold because there was already a contest that was forming in front of him, so it would have been a difficult mark for Jack Gunston to take anyway. Haynes just panicked there. You just don't need to do it.
Interesting's one word. Stupid's another.
Blatant.
And Gunston kicks the goal. He's second. And Hawks going to fly away in the third term. The 36-point margin. As you said, there was a contest ahead. I just don't understand why you would need to grab his arm.
No, and as you said, interesting was an interesting word to use, but we've all got different vocabularies, Kate.
We certainly do, Isaac. I think the reason he had to grab at him, though, is because he was so out of position, Brownie, but he just panicked then because of that. If he assessed the situation a little bit better, he would have been able to see exactly what we were talking about and the fact that Gunston was probably going to get nowhere near that contest. And the worst hold to give away is an obvious one, and that was probably one of the more obvious ones we've seen all year, grabbing his arm while it's tucked around behind, and the umpire is at the perpendicular angle to it so he can see it all day, every day.
The field umpire has the footy in his hands. He's bouncing around like a boxer.
Perpendicular.
Yeah, big word, isn't it?
It's a big word.
Just at a 90-degree angle, not parallel.
The other one.
For McDonald's and Ream Hotwater, Triple M rocks angles. Ward, not sure what to do. Pulls his kick. Had enough time to be able to reassess. Change direction. And then head to half back. Jarman Impey, excellent last week. Has been excellent again tonight. He's kicked for Ginnivan, hung in the air for a while, fell back into the arms of Ginnivan, and then Impey follows up Good hard running, got it a third time after McDonald threaded the eye of the needle. Handball over the top to Moore. 55 metres out from goal. Gunston never wastes it. Perfect footing from the Hawks. Deer marks on his chest, 30 metres out.
How about that involvement from Jarman Impey? At one point, Josh Battle kind of got in his way and almost smothered his first kick, but that's not giving up on the play. 101. You asked me earlier in the call, Brownie, if he's playing probably career best form. He absolutely is when you see passages of play like that.
He might have taken mark of the year tonight already, Cal Shadir. He's found his way back into this team at the right time, and he's given them a lift. 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter for Hawthorn. And this has got a real odour about it right now if you're a Carlton fan. 3-3-21 the Blues. Hawks 10-3-63. Triple M totally workwear scoreboard.
Yeah, it does have a real odour about it, Jack. Look, what I love most about that, and you talk about Impey's follow-up, that was brilliant. But Hawthorn must be doing, and I haven't got down to their training, they must be doing a hell of a lot of small-sided handball games, because their ability to execute a handball under pressure in those tight spaces, and even there where normally you'd lengthen from a person when they're coming down the field, the Hawthorn players are coming back up at their teammate to re-engage, to then use angles, Kate, and execute the handballs. It's very impressive the way they're doing it. It's creating a hell of a lot of space for them inside 50.
It's pulling the Blues defence apart as well and creating genuine one-on-ones ahead of the footy.
Isaac Smith, Kate McCarthy, Triple M footy. Seabus Super Special comments. The Blues get one off the ground to forward. And here's Doherty, picks it up and slams it on the boot. De Koning can't mark it. Curnow front of the pack. Curnow's got one, and now he has 2. Good answer from the Blues. The Hawks hit the first 2. Blues get one back quickly. 27 plays, 63. Totally workwear scoreboard.
Important one to get back quickly as well. We've seen a couple of now they've been able to generate, whether they've been goals or shots on goal from centre bounce, which is something we haven't seen a whole lot of from the Blues at previous times this year, but able to get that back relatively quickly, and nice work from Charlie Curnow to spin on a dime and hit that one over his shoulder.
Two for Charlie. See on the Harvey Norman replay. Android price blitz is on now. Score unbeatable deals on big brand mobiles in store and online. Best brands, best prices guaranteed. Just getting ourselves all sorted out in the middle. Nick Watson in there. James Warple as well for the Hawks. John Newcomb as well for McDonald's and Ream Hotwater. Cripps flicks out a handball to Chera. Long and direct. Mackay caught a hand of Impey on the way through. He tried to claim the mark. Good umpiring. But good signs from Harry Mackay. He's hitting the ball hard. Looks like he's got good intent tonight, Kate.
He has. He's been running hard at the footy and also being able to lay a little bit of pressure in their forward half too.
Cripps found Chera. Chera couldn't go anywhere. Newcomb was good and Scrimshaw was even better. And he cleared the area. It's a foot race. And the first one back there is Carroll once he's left, and he's got it looking for Sard on centre wing. Sard, nicely done. Lowers the eyes to half forward. Fogarty takes it. Impey's got him. And now Fogarty gets up. It's a crowded forward line. Akers to the outer side offers a lead. So too does Pitnet. Couldn't mark it. Front of the pack was Cripps. Came down. Handballed it out. Hewitt. He couldn't go anywhere. Watson handball. Warple. Moore. And they clear the area and find Ginnivan at half back.
He waits a little pass. It's clever. Didn't have a lot to work with the head, so put it into the path for Impey, and then good hard running from Dylan Moore. Kicks to half forward for Gunston. 55 out. Low pass is spot on. Had to get it over the top of a Carlton defender. And Mitch Lewis diving down does the rest.
Yeah, and what a brilliant lead. I loved it. Mitch Lewis had the open fat side of the ground that he could have led into, but Carlton wingers, I think it was Akers, was getting back to stop that lead. He got behind Wiedering, blindsided him, and was able to just duck onto his left shoulder there and get a nice little hit up, and an even better kick by Jack Gunston there.
5. We've done 4.
Kicked a goal in the first quarter, Mitch Lewis, and got mobbed by his teammates. He's got the chance in the second half to really fill up, but not if he kicks it like that. That's a behind. They lead by 37 points.
Just further to your point, Izzy. The amount of times you see forwards where they have them out the back and they just want to call the ball in deep, put their arm up and get it sat on their head. That is exactly how you want to lead up if you're a key forward or any forward for that matter. As soon as you lengthen, make that kick super easy for your mid or your other forwards kicking that ball into you.
Sard played on and went with the easy kick sideways again. To centre half back and they find Haynes. Chain of handballs to Doherty. Doherty with the right foot to Cripps on centre wing. Dropped the mark. Went back, had enough time to get it to Cowan. Cowan a handball to Durden. Durden loads up towards half forward. Well done by Warple. Fisted away. Hollins was there. Akers. Back to Durden. Is this kick better? Inside forward 50. And the man back there was Battle. He dropped it. Sicily handball to Impey. And the Hawks run off half back.
Nash to Ward. They continue just to flick it around by hand. Warple out of side wing. Now they come back in board. A high one. Lewis has got 3 to beat. He was shielded out of it. Umpire saw it. It was a block on Wiedering. They got that one right. Lewis sweeps a handball to Ward. Avoids the first tackle. Allowed to get onto his left foot. Pass into the pocket for Connor Nash. 50 out from goal. Extra handball now. They just continue to handball forward. Nice spin from Gunston. Watson snaps. They are doing whatever they want.
JP, come far end zone.
The lead is 43. Watson's got 2. And this has got all the makings of being a genuine smacking on the Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
Again, that display. We've both touched on it through the call. Izzy, the small handballs that they're using in little sort of squares to be able to draw the pressure from Carlton. They're just absorbing it, handballing constantly to a player in a better position and then getting the overlap run on the back of that. It's been beautiful ball movement from the Hawthorn Football Club. I'm not sure if it's a change in game style, but it does feel like they're using more handballs than they typically have so far this season to me, and doing it in a way that's really cutting up this defence.
Yeah, it is. Quite often you see with those handballs, people are trying to move away from their teammate. These Hawthorn players are coming up, re-engaging with them, and then creating space out the back behind them.
Pretty open third quarter so far. 3 goals to 1. The Blues through Motlop, bounce it forward. It's a bouncing ball, but only as far as Scrimshaw, who dropped it eventually. Now a big tackle on Durden, laid by Sicily, and then grinds him into the ground and gives him a bit of a how do you do.
Stand up.
The umpire tells them all to stand up.
Brooks, Lloyd and Tom.
Now Hardwick and Cripps have a bit of a laugh and a push and shove.
Handball. Moya flicks a handball off to Doherty. Looks laterally.
Stand.
White runs hard.
No.
He's got the ball 48 metres out from goal, Will White.
Impressive vision there by Doherty. His ability to see White out of the corner of his eye and just execute the kick. White was probably 5 metres from him, but he set it up in the air and it meant that he could take the mark 15, 20 metres away.
Good South Warrnambool boy. Came through Carlton's VFL system, gets his chance and has done some impressive things for his second. Nice long goal. Certainly trying his hardest, Will White. Knocks it back to 37 points the difference. Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
It's a nice finish from just outside 50. Really flushed that kick. Relaxed. Yes, he created somewhat of an arc, but didn't arc around like we've seen some of the players kicking from outside 50 tonight. So really nice finish from Will White, who's worked pretty hard all game.
Yeah, he loves the jumper as well, Kate. Big fan of the number, I think.
Charlie Blakely,
loves the 38.
Let's go.
Who was your Richmond player that wore 38, bro?
Hold ball.
Robbie Nahas.
No.
Sedan Sir.
Sadat Sir. That was the Dogs.
Bulldogs player, yeah.
Oh, Bulldogs player, yeah.
You ready for it?
Missed him.
Good player, Sadat Sir on the left.
Tough little bugger.
Oh, big bugger.
Yeah.
He's like about 6'4".
Era? What era years are we talking?
Yeah, he was early to late 90s.
Yeah.
A bit before your time, Isaac. Sound your enthusiasm in your voice for that.
Well, I do remember watching footy in the 90s. I was a big Carlton fan, so didn't often get the Bulldogs.
So the Blues go to half forward. Cherra Put it out in the path of Motlop. He dived on the footy and he dived to the ground, and the Hawks go all over him.
Thanks, mate.
Just having a look.
Back it out this way, guys. Watch my
I think
line.
we might have had the substitution
Harry
down
Connor.
there. Nat.
That's right, Brownie. So the Hawks have
Both
made their
engaged, one.
subs. So Bo McDonald's into the game. Giant Newcomb's come out, and it was just
Inside.
after he was getting some treatment on his hamstrings. So I'll check that out with the Hawks.
You'd imagine that'll be a real no-risk sort of policy with John Newcomb. Thinking, Kate?
Yeah, you'd think so. If he's got some awareness or tightness, you'd hope that's when they've activated the sub, not after that point.
Big ruckman.
You.
We've got Adelaide next Friday night, Hawthorn. Massive game for them, and then Thursday against Collingwood the week later. So a big fortnight coming up. Ginnivan ball in hand, 60 out, lays it off for Watson. Hit the turf on the way through. He was trying to claim it as a mark. Umpire was having none of it. He'll be balled up inside forward 50.
I'd say that's one of the first mistakes Hawthorn have made going inside 50. They had D'Ambrosio breaking back to goal all by himself, tried to hit the short. They could have got an easy goal out the back there.
Warple tackle to the ground. That should be holding the ball. Moya got him. And the umpire, very luckily, says, I'm going to ball it up.
Thank you.
So we get some action in the second half, Isaac.
Jack Ginnivan. Tom McCaney.
He's just petering out a little bit at the moment.
That's petered.
Mid two.
So the ball goes into the middle of the ground. Good mark taken by the young man,
Stand,
Bailey
play on.
McDonald. Finds Sicily to half forward. That's a great mark taken by Moore. He's not going to be paid.
That was a very good
Yes, he
pass.
is. He hit the deck very hard too.
Mark. Go through.
Like real hard.
Time back on. Stand.
Let's get down to that again.
The Blues have made their sub as well. Cooper Lord's into the game, and Izzy's mate Pitto is out.
Don't
You
We
tell
should
me.
see more of Cooper Lord. I think he's a good player. I don't know why he doesn't play more.
What did Pitto do wrong?
Outside 5.
Just didn't get it.
What did he do wrong at Hawthorn?
Isaac
Run.
could speak to him.
For you to not know his name.
Apparently his locker was around the corner. He wasn't even in the same complex as the main players.
On the handball.
You know, a bit like the APL.
Just had to
Glenn Fury and they were on the other way over.
go and get changed out on the monitor somewhere, did he?
Got to earn your stripes, Jack.
Play on.
It's near Ernest Wanky.
You.
Mackay kicks to no one.
So Wayne Farrell.
And by no one, I mean Tom Barras. And hello to Brendan Julian, who's listening to us tonight. Hawks lead by 37 points. Scrimshaw dances around.
Wow.
Risky ball.
Carlton mark.
Too risky.
Stand.
And George Hewitt
Clear out.
with the intercept mark for the Blues. He'll always give his best. He has been a
Clear out.
positive in what's been a pretty ordinary season.
You. End zone.
Short pass to Cowan. It's from half forward. Brass again.
Play on.
Chimes in front.
Play on.
Told to play on.
Kerno just stood there and he's like, I can't beat them all.
Yeah.
There's about three of them, two holding him. One eventually took the mark. Bailey McDonald run down from behind. Advantage paid. Will White was saying, don't take the advantage. Don't take it. He took it to Koning and he pumped it out of
That
bounds.
is not the time that a ruckman needs to take the advantage from a guy that has kicked a set shot from that exact spot not that long before. Tom Barras has had a very good game so far here, has had a job on Mackay and Kerno at different times and doing it well.
Motlop should kick a goal and does. Broke it beautifully and a nice finish. They get the goal they needed anyway. Will White still got the torch marks just on his backside, and it's 39-70.
Footy. With the mark that was
Totally
in front of
worked
the members
best
there.
Well,
I reckon you
it's
keep that
only
one.
5 goals.
Somehow
Somehow, it feels like Hawthorn are 80 points in front the way the game's been going, but Carlton, they're fighting in there and they're keeping just in touch. Whether they can claw it back, who knows, but they've owned a little bit of the ball in the
10
last
seconds,
5 to
guys.
10 minutes. True man inside their forward 50.
One in the square.
Yeah, they have. They've had 3 of the last 5 entries, but the positive is for the Blues is that third quarters haven't been good. They've only won 3 from 18, and they've been outscored by 168 points. They've pretty much broken even tonight, 3 goals apiece.
And that was Jarman Impey's direct match-up there. Couldn't really go hiding anywhere. It was just completely lost Motlop in that stoppage.
It's Kate McCarthy for Seabus Super. Making hard work pay off. The Blues walk it out of the middle. Quickly down to Hewitt. To Koning, had it knocked away from him. Spent a lot of time playing as a deep forward tonight, but we'll have to play a bit more ruck now that Pitto's been subbed out. Warple, the half-back, has time to assess his options. Long ball to the wing. Mark in front. By O'Farrell, who's taken a few marks tonight, Harry O'Farrell in game number 5.
Yeah, that's mark number 7, along with his 9 disposals. Intercept marks, he's taken 4.
Stand.
So 5 goals apiece since quarter time. It's a 31-point margin. It was a 5-goal lead at quarter time. The Blues to half forward. Tom De Koning. Barras over the back. Had a bite at it, then punched the ball forward. Warple high up and under ball out of the defensive 50 towards centre wing. Mackay went over the top. Handball came out to D'Ambrosio. Puts it in the path of Gunston. Hawks running back with numbers. Mitch Lewis is a one-on-one with Wiedering. The Wizard kept running. That's not his best effort into the pocket. Sets Kelshadira a task, and one he's not up to, out of bounds, Isaac Smith.
Okay, did you see the meterage that the Wizard put on George Hewitt there in the space of 5 metres?
He is ridiculously fast.
Pitch.
It looked like George Hewitt was walking.
Someone put the treadmill out there for him.
He was trying.
And that was through no fault of his own either. That's just how quick Nick Watson is.
The Bernie Vince quicksand.
Get back down to Nat shortly. Just reconfirm all of these subs again if you may have just missed it. Hewitt inside defence is taken high. Nat, for Bob Jane team arts, just recap those subs for us again, please.
Yeah, so for the Hawks, McDonald's come into the game for Jai Newcomb. The official word out of Hawthorn is that he's been managed, but we did see him getting some treatment just before he came off or he was subbed out. And then for Carlton, Cooper Lord has come into the game. Mark Pitnet is out. He is a tactical sub for the Blues.
Nicely done that. Bob Jane team arts, you've got a great buy 3, get 1 free. Plus instant cashback deals. You can call or shop online today. T's and C's apply. Harry Mackay now in defence. Not sure that's what Carlton want. Mackay kicking out of defensive 50. Put Hollands under pressure, and Will Day sticks a tackle and then tells them all about it as well.
No one loves the physicality more than Will Day, and Ollie Hollands just felt that as well. Got into him after he laid the tackle.
Meekin Cripps to do the ruck work. It comes out to Williams. Williams got some space on his right. To Tom De Koning on centre wing, the 1.7 million man. Looking for Motlop. Took a mark on the point of the square. He's got a runner in Hollands. Hollands with the right foot looking for Curnow. And battle right there with him again, and the ball is out of bounds, having to play on 2.
It might have gone up from 1.7, we're hearing, Brownie.
Up.
Yeah, Theo dropped it. It's about 1.8.
Got Will Day here.
It's like your Bitcoin, it just keeps going up.
They've been watching him this year.
Ash, if you could do the maths on that for us, please.
8 years, 1.8.
It's a lot of coin.
It's good if you can get it.
Yep. Better than not getting it.
Here we go. Lloyd, Tom, you're on.
11,470.
He donates a bit to the pool.
Carlton 6,339.
Well, you need some, do you?
No.
Nate's a giver.
Share it around.
He's always been a giver. Inside 50 entry for Carlton. Curnow had it slip through his fingertips. D'Ambrosio at fullback to aim on. He'll have to be quick, and the kick will have to be good. It was a hot one in the end. Bounced through the hands of Day. Mitch Lewis is escorted to the boundary line.
Some positives for the Blues is that, as you mentioned, Jack, only 12 tackles inside 50 previous 3 weeks. They've laid 8 alone tonight, Kate.
You think TDK is a bit Robin Hood, isn't he?
Yes.
Robs from the rich and gives to the poor.
I think he could be.
St Kilda the rich, are they?
I think
For TDK they are.
He's got the same headband like Robin Hood.
He's a bit
Could be his
bigger.
new celebration.
I'm not sure the green suited fit TDK.
Touch your head, that's your prior. Carlton free kick.
A bit more like Little John.
Free kick, Cooper. Stand. Stand, move. 5 metres.
The reason why we're talking about this is there's not a lot going on out in the field at the moment. It's been a scrappy quarter of football, and Cooper Lord gets his first touch. Centres the football. Mackay's the target. Meek slaps it away. Hardwick. He's a good user, Hardwick. He goes long out of defensive 50. Got done by O'Farrell. If there's been a positive for the Blues in the last month, it's been O'Farrell.
Well and truly.
Rucks. Tom,
Number
Lloyd.
40 in last year's draft, Harry O'Farrell.
Lloyd O'Connor, Lloyd.
One of the quarter cannons.
You got Will too.
Looks like he's going to fill out into a big boy as well.
Yeah, he's got a fair bit of size to put on, but already throwing his body around, that's what you want to see.
197 centimetres. He's been good. Robin Hood's handball knocked down. D'Ambrosio. Hard against the boundary line, out of sight, wants it back for a third time. Meek missed the memo. Thought that he could run away himself, and George Stewart had other ideas.
Come on, Meekie.
Let up. George, take your kick. George.
So the ball on centre wing with Hewitt.
Stand.
Laid a good tackle. What are his numbers, Ash?
17 disposals. That was his 7th tackle, Brownie.
Sard goes sideways.
Blake. Takes the footy.
And the Blues to Wiedering. Point of the square at halfback. Commentary side.
We're watching. We're watching.
The umpires are watching.
Big brothers out there.
Always watching. The ball at halfback is D'Ambrosio. Cheeky little left footer. Watson found some space, had a bounce. Right foot to half forward. Lead up by Lewis. Marks the footy. And now into slow play. So Lewis, enough players are ahead of him now. He'll have to hope for the best. He's looking for Gunston. 1-on-1 in the pocket. Wiedering gets across and makes it a 2-on-1. Watson handball over his head. Was a little bit not wizardry. And the ball is out of bounds.
Is that the opposite of wizardry, is it? Not wizardry?
Carlton.
Sort of
Muggle.
general folk.
Patrick.
Lacking a bit of magic.
Patrick Mitch.
Hawks by 31 points. Triple M totally workwear scoreboard. Been a while since we've had a goal. Day got a handball away. It was intended for Warple. Gunston took it as if it was his. Nash dancing through. 60 out from the Hawks goal. D'Ambrosio bodied off it. Meek decides to handball this time around, and then Barras loads up a ball that just about killed a seagull on the way through. Carlton try and smash it clear. Nash tries to smash through. Nothing doing.
I'm not joking. I reckon that would have gone close to hitting Marvel's roof, that kick. He's just gone full up and under there, Barras.
Cripps, he does the ruck work. Moore went one way, then stepped back into traffic. He found some space. There was none to start with. Kalshadir, he's wrapped up, drops the footy. Ball's just bobbling around like a ping pong at the moment. It's been a long time to get that out correctly. And now the Hawks dump it back into the pocket. And that is an unrealistic attempt. Should have been a free kick against O'Farrell. He loves a fly. And the Hawks kick a goal. Dunstan picked it up. He's got 3. And he set up a mark of the year as well. And the Hawks back out to a commanding 37-point margin.
Well, they'd had repeat entry after repeat entry. They'd set up the wall behind that. There was no way for Carlton to transition the ball. Each time they tried to exit, it would just go straight back inside their forward 50 Hawthorn, and it just felt like a matter of time before they were going to kick that goal. And found a little trend, Izzy, when you don't celebrate, Jack kicks them. When you do celebrate, he misses them.
2 more goals to go past Brian Taylor on the all-time goal-kicking records.
And he's just racked up his 10th score involvement as well, Jack Gunston. He's been averaging 7 per game from his past 4 matches, along with his 15 disposals and 3 majors.
So then I guess the question is, Brownie, where do you see him? You see him in an All-Australian blazer this year?
All right, coming back.
Well, Jeremy Cameron's got one of the spots. You'd have to think Jesse Hogan is a chance, and Jack Gunston would be another big chance at the moment. Absolutely.
And you think Jamie Elliott's probably the other lock in that forward line here, so what an achievement that'd be for Jack Gunston. Brass sliding in marks at centre half back.
This has been Rass's best game.
Absolutely. And he's had probably a share of all 3 of the key forwards that he's had. He's just read the ball beautifully coming in and just taken off, taken intercept marks, but also his aggression at ground level too.
Well, he missed the 1 game for the season. It's been a wonderful pickup. It's not a good kick from D'Ambrosio, and Mackay takes possession on the wing.
Into the middle of the ground, Fogarty couldn't complete the mark. Ginnivan, forward handball. They've got players out everywhere. Just needs to hit Gunston. Wiedering with the one hand going back. That's a highlight. One of the rare ones for the Blues.
Yours.
Just stuck as soon as it hit his hand.
Outside 5. Let's roll out. Out.
It almost didn't look as good because of how clean it went in, because it was just the pure one hand and then he brought it straight down. It was not only an important mark, but a very impressive one as well.
Like a slips catch, Kate. He should have thrown it up in the air straight away.
Celebrated it.
There's Nick Haynes, speaking of marks, second in the competition for marks this season. He kicks it as far as he can to the wing.
Stand!
Cooper Lord, sub tonight. And 3 minutes before three-quarter time. Hawthorn leading by 37 points. It's a shallow entry and it's picked off by Sicily, who marks and then just gets his resting pitch face going.
Yeah, he's not happy with Durden. I think he's been trying to finger in the back of James Sicily tonight, and it's not really working. I feel like he's been one of Hawthorn's best players tonight, too, man.
He's had 5 intercept marks, 18 disposals, 82% by foot.
Kicks this one to centre wing. Kelsidir went for the mark of the year again. Taking a couple of big ones tonight. Dylan Moore spun in and out of trouble. Lord, he's at ground level up against Nash. Doherty's handball found Cripps. Cripps went backwards. Lord again. Lord's handball missed the target though. Nash picked it up. He was dumped into the ground by Doherty. Have a ball up on centre wing. 2 minutes 22 to go before three-quarter time. 76 plays 39. Totally Workwear scoreboard. Hawks in front.
We're talking about the British Lions earlier, Kate.
Coming back this way.
Connor Nash, he was the under-18s fullback for Ireland, Jack, growing up.
Was he really?
Yeah, played in the Six Nations tournament.
He's a big, thick boy, that's for sure. He's turned himself into a really good footballer as well. Haynes at half-back. Risky switch. It bounced 4 times before it got to Carroll. McDonald sticks the tackle. Carroll got a handball free, and now Cowan labours over the ball. Their foot skills, 18th in the competition, Kate, across the season, and they are getting caught out again tonight.
The amount of times that they've stuffed up the ball movement going forward when they could have had shots on goal, or even worse, like that, kicks across the middle of the ground to invite Hawthorn back in. It's been really damaging, and it's the tail of the entire season, really.
Cripps has got some space on the attacking side of the stoppage. Kick to Williams. Williams got players on. Had players on. Now he's lost those players who were out. One of those was Fogarty. And now he kicks it into a congestion. Doherty for a goal. And he finishes and takes a bow. You deserve it. A nice moment for Sam Doherty. Kicks a goal for the Blues. It's been a pretty good quarter, 4 goals apiece. And it's back to 31 points.
Well, I love that it's not just the Blues fans, it's the Hawks fans that are giving him a round of applause as well. He absolutely deserved that. Let's see if we can get him into this last quarter as well. There's a minute 30 to go in this one. He deserves a send-off. He's got the goal to go with it now, but would love to see him up and around the football for the last quarter of his career.
10 seconds. Let's go, starting position. Let's go, Nick, starting position.
Great round of applause, as you could hear there in the effects mic. And Sam Doherty's career started with Brisbane, pick number 12 in the 2011 draft. Out of the Gippsland under-18s. Came back to Melbourne. He's been a huge part of Carlton. On the field, off the field. And just a bloody good person.
Will truly leave a lasting legacy at the Carlton Football Club.
Hopefully sticks around footy for a long time to come in whatever capacity that he chooses. For McDonald's and Ream, hot water, Triple M rocks footy. To Koenig, back into the ruck, stands from the centre circle, on towards Mackay. Dominant fist clear from Barras, Motlop. Off the pack, little underground handball, wanted it back. Williams had other ideas and his kick was smothered. Sicily took on a tackle. And he's caught with it. Blues elect not to take the advantage. Doherty with a chance to kick 2 in 90 seconds.
Does this mean any score here, True Man, Carlton could win this quarter?
For Triple M, Red Z Lending, a point, a tie, a goal, or win the quarter.
Well, they take the tie. They've been impressive this quarter. They started this quarter slow, but they've fought back well. And if there's a positive they can take out of the game at this point in time, it's how well they've fought in this third quarter.
All eyes now on Sam Doherty. He soaked in the applause a couple of minutes ago. And he doesn't get to lap it up again. Didn't miss by much. They trail by 30 points. Triple M totally worked their scoreboard.
Quick kick in looking for Sicily. Over the top of Doherty. Akers comes in. Jarman Impey, underground handball to Ward. Missed his target. They've missed a few targets. They've been sloppy in this quarter, the Hawks. And Jarman Impey wrapped up on centre wing for a ball up. Down to 4 seconds to go before three-quarter time.
Hey, back it out this
It's a 30-point margin.
Lloyd, Tom.
As it was at quarter time. We won't get any more score, and it'll be that margin at three-quarter time in favour of the Hawks. 12-4-76. The Blues are 7-4-46. For McDonald's Rory Water, Triple M, Rocks Footy.
That quarter for Totally Workwear. Rise and grind with Totally Workwear. Seriously tough workwear, safety and uniform gear for serious players. Totally Workwear. Love your work.
For McDonald's,
Triple M Rocks Footy.
the Big Arch Burger has now arrived at Macca's.
50 out on the boundary. Simo, self-employed mechanic from Cranbourne. Knocked back by the big banks when he applied for a loan. Don't forget that. But he backs himself now. And that is what Red Z loves. Kicks it. Oh, an almighty roost. Straight through the eye diddle with Red Z backing him all the way.
Loans for the self-employed? Win with Red Z. Talk to your broker or contact Red Z.
Australian Credit Licence 31128.
Looking for the best deal on a new mobile? Harvey Norman Android price blitz on now. Save $100 on Motorola G85, now under $300. Save $200 on Samsung Galaxy A56, now just $498. Save $100 on Samsung Galaxy A16, now under $200. And Oppo A5 5G, $258, save $40. More big savings on mobiles in store and online. Android price blitz on now. Harvey Norman. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed. Conditions apply.
At Choice Hotels, you get the best value, so you can check into more. And right now, you can get 10% off your next break. From regional road trips to beachside getaways, Choice Hotels has over 7,500 locations worldwide and the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com. So go ahead, check into more with Choice Hotels. Subject to availability, T's and C's apply. See choicehotels.com for details.
Yeah, it's been a long week. Now, it's finally time to put your feet up and watch your team work hard to bring home the win. Cbus Super is on your team too, working hard to provide strong long-term returns for after the final whistle. Cbus Super, making hard work pay off. Read the PDS and TND to decide if Cbus is right for you. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
When you're passionate about the footy, you know the game like the back of your hand. It's a bit like that at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre. We're passionate about the trade and we know it better than anyone. With expert advice and top quality timber and building products, our dedicated trade teams are ready with specialised service backed by an Australia-wide network. So while you support your team, Mitre 10 Trade is supporting you. That's mighty helpful, Mitre 10.
Hi, Rodney Jane here. We've got top brands at budget-friendly prices at Bob Jane T-Marts. Want a free tyre? Buy 3 Bridgestone, Yokohama or Kumo tyres and the 4th tyre's free. Get up to $200 instant cashback on Bridgestone and Pirelli tyres. Plus, receive a free gift card up to $250 when you buy 4 selected tyres. We won't be beaten with our best tyre price guarantee. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
T's and C's apply.
50 out on the boundary. Simo, self-employed mechanic from Cranbourne. Knocked back by the big banks when he applied for a loan. Don't forget that. But he backs himself now. And that is what Red Z loves. Kicks it. Oh, an almighty roost. Straight through the eye diddle with Red Z backing him all the way.
Loans for the self-employed? Win with Red Z. Talk to your broker or contact Red Z.
Australian Credit Licence 31128.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M Rocks Footy.
This quarter for Beacon Trade. Tradies, big jobs, small jobs. Beacon Trade's got the fans, lights and switches to get it done. Partner up at beacontrade.com.au.
30-point Hawthorn lead at three-quarter time here at the MCG. The Hawks 12-4-76 leading Carlton 7-4-46. 4 goals apiece in that third quarter, so we are back where we started at quarter time. We're back where we started at half time. The margin has hovered around the 30-point margin for most of the night. Let's get down to the boundary. For Bob Jane T-Marts, Nat Yanidis.
Jack, I guess the good news from an injury perspective, no injuries for either side, so that's great for the Blues and for the Hawks, but both teams have made their subs, so The Hawks have subbed out Jai Newcomb. They say it's managed. Apparently he didn't train a lot during the week, so still trying to get to the bottom of exactly what the situation is there with Jai Newcomb, but they are saying that he is okay. And then for the Blues, Mark Pittonet has been subbed out. That's tactical, so Cooper Lord and Bo McDonald have come into the game.
Nicely done that. Bob Jane Team Arts have got a great buy 3, get 1 free, plus instant cashback deals. Call or shop online today. T's and C's apply. The great Ash Chewer for Red Zedlin.
Well combined, Barras and Sicily, 11 intercept marks. Sicily, though, number 1 rated player, 20 disposals, 8 marks and 10 intercepts.
Kate and Isaac, this has happened a few times this year with Carlton, where they look like they're completely outclassed, but the margin sort of sits around this 30-40 point and doesn't get any worse.
Well, I think it's because they play that contested brand of footy. So when a team sits off a bit like Hawthorn did in that quarter, then your contested footy comes to the fore. Hawthorn's skill execution at times wasn't up to scratch there, but that means that the contested game can get up and going. But to Carlton's credit, they fought that quarter out and they broke even in a third quarter.
And next Friday night, Hawthorn will travel to the Adelaide Oval to take on the Crows. And then the following Thursday, they are back here against Collingwood, games against Melbourne and Brisbane at the Gabba to finish off the year. So a tricky run for Hawthorn on the way home.
They do have probably one of the toughest draws on the way home, considering the congestion for that top 9. It's going to be a few big weeks for them.
That's a good thing though, Kate. Going into finals, if you make it, you go in hard. And where you look at a team like Geelong, they're effectively playing the bottom 4 leading into finals, and that isn't the best preparation.
One last quarter for Sam Doherty for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks Footy.
76 plays 46. The Hawks by 30 points. Nice bounce in the middle. Give that one to Meek. Then he battled for it and found it to Ward on the right. Tumbling ball. Wiedering had to pick it up from his bootlaces, and he was tackled by Mitch Lewis, who took him to the ground.
Go to the other side.
Have a ball up 40 metres out.
Thank you, Jacob.
From the Hawks goal.
Bucks coming this way. Simon Lloyd. Thanks, BD.
Umpire balls it up. Meek did his work. He's a bit big and strong. Connor Nash couldn't get it out. Ball up on the 50.
Thank you. Watch out. Tom Lloyd coming back.
Down on the bench. Sitting next to Jai Newcomb, as Nat told us, subbed out tonight.
Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit more at play than Hawthorn are letting on there. If he hardly trained all week, had some awareness in that hammy, and then subbed out early in the third. A little bit of concern around that one for me.
It's one to watch.
Especially with his numbers as well. Wasn't moving the way he normally does through the clearance, just the 8 touches.
Lloyd, Tom.
1 clearance, 3 clearances to go with it as well. Wasn't his dynamic self tonight.
Last year's best and fairest winner, Jai Newcomb. Ward, half forward. Ward with a long sweeping handball. Back inside, it was fumbled by Amon.
That's mine.
His first name is Carl.
not the worst time to have a little soft tissue though. If it's a little 2-3 weeker, freshen yourself up for finals. He's an absolute bull, and it wouldn't matter if he missed 2 or 3 weeks now this time of year.
Got to make it first though. They've got a hard draw.
Morrison, top of the square. Gunston flow. Fisted away. Got back a long way. Really good tackle by Watson. Flicked out the back. Another flick out the back. Probably should have been a throw. O'Farrell fed it to Wiedering. Wiedering to Akers. Akers to Doherty. Doherty in the back pocket.
Great communication by the umpires tonight.
Chips it to Haynes.
Happy with it?
Switch. Your turn.
You'll only hear it. I'm on Triple M Footy.
Yeah, you do, and it's good.
Some umpires have got squeakier sort of voices than others. That's not so good, nor is that kick. Sat in the air for a very, very long time. Made it easy work for Dylan Moore to intercept. Handball off to Ward. Pinpoint pass. Onto the chest of Mitch Lewis. 45 out directly in front.
He's been good tonight. I know his numbers probably don't jump off the page at anyone, but he's played his role, and you see this 3 tall, I guess 2 genuine tools, and then Jack Gunston playing as a hybrid. You can see this really working for them with the way that the 3 play their footy. Deere, Lewis and Gunston all jumping at the footy.
No Marby or Chol tonight again, missing with a groin. If this combination is working like Kate says, it might be a hard team for him to get back into. Lewis drives it through for his second. 36-point lead. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. Tradies, big jobs, small jobs. Beacon Trade has got the fans, the lights, the switches. They've got it all to get it done. Partner up at beacontrade.com.au.
No, it is impressive, Kate. It's impressive the role he's playing, because it's not necessarily about kick marks and handballs with him. It's about the positions he's getting in, who he's drawing, the contests he breaks up, bringing the ball to ground for the small. So it's a completely different role to say what a Chol would play when he's up and going. So I just think he straightens them up so much, Mitch Lewis, and when he's up and going, he's so pivotal to this team.
Yeah, the 4 players that have come back in the last couple of weeks or tonight, Cal Shadir, Mitch Lewis, Scrimshaw and Day, add that in. They are 4 very important players when it comes to Hawthorn going deep into September.
You look at the inside 50s, they're virtually dead even, but Hawthorn have taken 12 marks inside, they're attacking 50, Blues just the 5.
It's been the case all year, Ash. Haven't been able to convert. They rank 18th, going inside forward 50 as Morrison goes back to the flight with courage. Short ball to Will Day at centre half back. Will Day, another short one, and he finds Hardwick. Hardwick, pretty much every player ahead of him goes short to...
Well, just too easy here. They've found 4 short marks, taken 50, now 5, taken 60 metres of ground, no pressure.
Now they go inside forward 50. The last kick to Cal Shadir. That's a strong ball. That's just as good as the hanger he took. How tough that was to take. In the hands and strength.
Well, we said, Kate, that Weddle was one of our favourite players in the competition. This guy's quickly becoming another one, I would have thought.
Very impressive. Showed signs of this last year as well, and just took a little bit to get going this season after the stint of injuries he's had, but he's truly emerged again this evening.
Game number 4 for the season. 5 goals coming in tonight. And he's missed that one. That's a bad miss. So he's kicked a couple.
Stay behind there, Jack.
He's missed a couple of easy ones as well. Could have had a big night, Kel Shadir.
Stay behind, Jack.
Has had a big night. He's probably taken mark of the year.
Well, he's taken 4 contested marks, Brownie, and 3 of them have been inside 50, so they're big numbers.
37 points.
So if Marby or Chol was fit, Izzy and Kate, does the forward setup stay the way it is right now, do you think?
I would keep it the same.
Yeah, for me it does as well. Just seeing the way that these 3 are functioning out there, playing different roles, it looks good.
Hollands bursts away from the centre square. His kick on the bounce arrives for Williams. Into the pocket. Uses Fogarty. Unselfishly shares it back inside with Adam Chera.
I guess the only thing they've got to throw up Hawthorn, Jack, is if they want Mitch Lewis to go into the ruck, or are they going to play Nash, or do they need to bring Chol in to chop out in the ruck? That would be the only thing I would see bringing Chol back in.
Maps has been good though. He'd be very unlucky. Defensive pressure, probably the best out there.
Ooh.
It's a good problem for Sam Mitchell to have, I guess. Chera from directly in front should kick this and does. Not a huge goal kicker, Adam Chera, only his 5th of the season. He cuts it back to a 31-point deficit. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Also at times might depend on the opposition that they're coming up against, what they need in their forward line as opposed to what the opposition may have in their defensive stocks. But I just like the way that they've worked together tonight as the 3 talls. They've played different roles, all of them, gotten further up the ground, looked really mobile, and the link up between all 3 of them has been the thing that's impressed me as well. We've seen so many situations where Gunston's delivered it to Deere or Deere's kicked it in to Lewis. The 3 of them just seem to have really nice connection, whether it's field kicking or inside forward 50.
I love the separation they get as well. They don't get in each other's road. As you're saying, they're so connected in the way they're moving. They set up in a triangle and it's really working.
Jarman Impey, like last week, has moved forward in the last quarter. Lord, handball looking for Sard. Sard to Tom de Koning, now to Hewitt. Hewitt on the run, and he got it to Fogarty. So good movement by the Blues out of the middle. Fogarty knows he hasn't got the journey from there, so drops it short. And he finds George Hewitt.
Thought Doherty might be leading up to that spot where George Hewitt had plonked himself. That's where you want them to vacate the area so Doherty can have a set shot at goal late in this last quarter.
Normally pretty good at this part of the game, Ash.
10 seconds.
Career set shots, 35 goals, 12.
So George Hewitt would be leading their best and fairest, I would have thought, this season. This to get the margin back to 25 points from 49. Goes for distance, pulls it a little bit through for one behind.
Now, 10
It's back to 30.
10 meters.
It's 30 at quarter time.
Thanks, Corey. James.
It was 30 at half time. It's 30 at three-quarter time too, is he?
Yeah, right.
And it's now 30 points of difference.
So you're saying it's been a stalemate since quarter time?
Yep.
Play on.
Ever since Kelshadere took mark of the year, this game has dwindled.
That was the definite highlight, wasn't it?
Well, it's gone backwards since then.
It has.
It's tapered off.
Have a shot, Doc.
Pull out a torp.
Doherty's got it with the man on the mark, 50 metres out.
I've seen him kick it further than here before.
Kate said they'd go to it in the last quarter.
Oh, boom.
Inside. That's a good diving mark by Akers.
That was fingers up as well.
Looks like a slip fielder.
That's not how you get taught to mark it when you go underground.
Mark Wall.
That was very impressive. But if there's one positive Carlton can take out of this game, it's the centre clearance work, 15-6, and they've had plenty of opportunities.
Akers has kicked a game winner from a similar distance to this, in a similar spot out time.
Could have quite easily been a blowout as well.
I think it's the centre clearance work that's kept them in it. Brownies, especially in that third quarter, they were able to win the ball out of the centre and hold the ball down their end of the ground, and it was probably the only thing that saved them, really.
The Hawks haven't really put their foot on the throat tonight. You reckon that would be an issue for Sam Mitchell, Kate?
I think at times they've overused the footy, but it clearly looks like the way that they want to move the ball down the ground. So I guess you've got to sort of take the good with the bad when you execute it well or when you do overuse it. I think there were probably times in that second term, Brownie, where they could have really run away with the footy or with the scoreboard, but just couldn't quite execute in those moments.
So look, another ball up. Seems like there's been a lot of stoppages tonight, Ash.
Do you reckon Kelshadere would have been a really good high jumper, Brownie?
He's got a very big leap. He hangs in the air, even when he hasn't got anyone to jump on.
Yeah.
Look, who's a good high jumper?
Switch, JP. Switch.
Tim Forsyth?
Yep.
Mitchell Stark's brother.
Brandon Stark. Good call.
Thanks.
Sergei Bubka. He was a pole vaulter.
He was, so not a high jumper.
He needs a pole to jump.
Eleanor Patterson on it?
Steve Hooker, pole vaulter.
Pole vaulter. He's not here.
Jumping guy, Kramer.
Pole jumper.
He used to have a dart before he jumped.
Actually, Peter Burge, who is Hawthorn's head of exercise science. He was at the Sydney Olympics.
Mitch, keep coming
Oleg Markov's dad was a pole vaulter.
Was he?
Yep.
You love that one, don't you?
Dimitri.
Adam Sard is just running around, not doing a lot with it, and then puts the ball in the pocket that didn't really help anyone. Moyer taken off the ball. Left forward pocket, City end. Cripps, Sicily, all fight for it.
I reckon it's one of the great mysteries. How do you get into pole vaulting?
Mackay Nash.
It's a very good question.
Harry, come on, back here, guys.
If I'm awful at everything else, I may as well have a crack at this. So the ball up, ball inside Carlton's half of the ground, and we'll have another ball up. Ash.
Ever pole vaulter before is?
No, never. It's not really a thing you get the opportunity to do too often, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be quite well versed before they just let you loose with the pole and running at full peg. Could go disastrously wrong.
What's it made out of, the pole? Does it bend?
Oh no, it's like a bamboo. No, as in it's not bamboo. But it looks like a bamboo type material.
I've seen bamboo bend that much.
Kung Fu Panda doing the pole vault up next.
It does bend, and I'm not sure what it is.
We knew that when you said bamboo.
I said it sort of looks like a bamboo.
Thanks, Buzz. Rocks.
Look that up.
No, it doesn't.
Connor, Harry.
There's that crowd, Jack, 51,271. That's a pretty good crowd for Thursday night
just
footy.
above 50, Ash, didn't you?
Yep.
You're a freak.
It's a fiberglass or carbon fibre.
That's what I said. Dylan Moore exits the 50. Mitch Lewis. Man with 2 last names. He's at half-back and he hoiks one towards half-forward. Long ball. Wiedering got back, gave away free kick. Free kick will go to Gunston's already kicked 3 tonight. There's 2 more to go past BT on the all-time goal scoring list.
Uses Connor Nash. Jack Gunston.
Go with him. Jack, clear out.
It's some major ball winners in the second, Ash, once you've stopped watching pole vault videos. Nash told to play on. Scrimshaw in for the side, almost marked.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long 10 minutes.
Well, this might quicken it up. So I've done a bit of research, and the evolution of the pole vault pole, they used to be made from materials such as bamboo.
In the 1840s. In the ancient Japanese
it
jungles,
doesn't matter.
perhaps,
A win's a win.
Righto.
Wiedering exit kick marked by Sicily.
If you think that's a win, you can have it.
I'd like him to go to the barrel from here.
He's got this in him if he hits a barrel.
It would really lighten the game up if we got something like that.
End zone.
He's told to play on. Kicks at the best part of 55 metres to the top of the goal square. Moore had a fresh airy. Haynes mops it up and handballs to Cherry.
Scrimshaw picks it off though. Takes an easy mark. He's got the distance from here too, Scrimshaw.
Yeah, he does.
He's a raking left footer. He goes short to D'Ambrosio.
Back 2 metres.
So D'Ambrosio still have to kick it from 52.
Zach, go with him.
Not sure he has got the journey from there.
Stand.
He's looking around for the pass. There's lots on offer. All Hawthorn players moving. Oh, he's gone backwards. A long way to Hardwick. Keep him guessing. To the outer side. And Nash has got it again. Full back of the Lions. The under 16s.
Mid 2. Yep.
Learn something new every day.
Well, you'd learn more than one thing, I reckon.
Whack.
Still me.
Over the head with the bamboo pole.
Gunston.
Just a bit annoyed here.
Lewis couldn't mark. Day. Handball to Moore. He's kicked slews across the face. Mark's not paid. Buried tackles. Brownie just puts himself back together.
Felt like I was getting ganged up on.
Comes out swinging.
Ball up, Will Day tries to work his way through. 8 minutes 30 to go in this game. 29-point margin in favour of the Hawks. Nice night down there, Nat.
It's beautiful down here, guys.
How was that for shit talk?
It's a balmy 9 degrees. Hey, okay, here's one for you. So Nick Watson's about to come onto the field. Just keep an eye on him. He's just had his left wrist strapped and he looked a bit sore, so just keep your eye on Nick Watson.
All right. That was right up there with taxi driver talk. Are you busy, mate?
Busy not? Don't say it, don't say it.
Don't say it, don't say it.
Mitch.
Oh, he said it.
Harry, Mitch.
Oh, we've all lost our marbles here for the last couple of minutes.
29 points is Hawthorn's lead. Not 15.
Sorry,
Rosie, I didn't hear the call. Puts it to the right spot. Haynes came crashing in, split that pack in two. Switch. Take it away. Umpires have called switch, so they're communicating well still, which is good to see. White kicks to the boundary line. It's about the most fascinating thing that Isaac's plucked out of tonight. It's Hawthorn.
It's been slim piggy.
Go back to reset.
Hardwick into the middle. Connor Nash. Battle. Battles fell over. And that's holding the ball. You could see what he wanted to do, but he had the Barney rubber legs going. Now the Blues to Akers, down to 7.5 minutes. Akers has a run on the outside, that's Hollins. Hollins hugs the boundary line and Williams drops it over the boundary line. The boundary throw in at half forward for the Blues. Where are we going tomorrow night, Ash? Choice Hotels around the grounds.
Big game at Marvel Stadium. It's the Bulldogs taking on the Bombers, and then we've got the Giants taking on the Swans.
Okay.
The
Good spot for a double header tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Not under the AFL again.
Makes sense. Spend a gazillion dollars on GWS as an organisation. They get one Friday night and it's up against two Melbourne teams.
Handball.
Doesn't make much sense.
Nope. Lord from the pocket, brought it back around.
Play on!
D'Ambrosio's there waiting for it. Hawthorn can attack the corridor if they choose to do so. Amon flicks it a little bit wider and Sicily runs hard to receive on the outer side wing.
He's got runners out everywhere. Does he handball? He does. He finds Dylan Moore. Dylan Moore looking for Calcidir in the pocket. Well done by Cowan. Saw the danger, got back and got it out of bounds.
Your throw.
Just a stat here. So the last 6 Thursday night games, the average winning margin has been 50 points for Red Z.
Yeah, they've been unreal.
Feels like that too. It's like the temperature. It feels like exactly what it is.
The inside 50 numbers, Ash.
Carlton actually +1, 43 to 42.
Now the Hawks. Will Day soccers it to Jarman Impey. Jarman Impey with the banana. Jarman Impey with the point.
Straight out.
Would have been good.
Ollie Holland's out.
Kicked through in the last quarter last week. And tell you again, Isaac.
Resets.
30 points the difference.
Ollie Holland's
unbelievable. It's, as you said, it's stayed like that since quarter time. But obviously this Jarman Impey play is something they're looking at in case they're in finals and they need to pull the trigger. And it looks effective.
Kai back in tonight. Haven't seen a lot of him. Dropped that mark. Amon was buried as he kicked. Dylan Moore turns around from centre half forward. Looks deep. Impey looking very comfortable as a forward. Nice bit of craft too.
It's interesting because if you look at their team, the thing you'd think they'd lack or have any need for would be small forwards. And the last couple of weeks they've thrown him forward for the last quarter and he has looked extremely dangerous in that position.
Third in last year's best and fairest. He'll kick from just inside 50.
All clear.
It's a couple of behinds in a
Jacob
row.
out.
31 points is Hawthorn's lead.
It's been the score since quarter time, Ash.
It's been pretty tight. Hawks 7-6 to the Blues 7-4, so they've only won those 3 quarters by 2 points, the Hawks.
Lucky they got away with such a good start, really, in this game.
I think they put the cue in the rack a little bit.
Early, yeah.
They knew they'd won and there hasn't been a hell of a lot happening since.
Moya to Chera. Now to Williams. Williams marks it. 45 out, 45 degree angle.
We're out. It's Rich. Wait, just here, please. Wait.
5 minutes to go. Who's leading possession getters, Ash?
Thanks.
That man, Jarman Impey, 25 disposals, Brownie. Dylan Moore with 24, and for the Blues, 24 to Hewitt.
10 seconds.
And Will Day, 15 touches and 6 tackles.
Reset lending, loans for the self-employed. RADZED.com. Zach Williams. Kicks from 48. Puts it left.
All clear, mate.
Through for one behind.
What's the margin, Brownie?
It's 30 points, Isaac. 85 plays 55. Thursday night footy, Jarman Impey looks like he's got a bit of a limp up.
Jarman Limpy.
Oh, there it is. I was waiting for someone to go with it.
That's good.
Brownie liked it. Blues going back in. Sicily run down tackle on Williams. Gives him a bit of advice on the way through it too.
That's what you want to see from James Sicily coming back into this team. The chase down pressure, his ability to just antagonise and harass opponents. That's what we haven't seen so far this season. That is something to show that he is back to somewhere near his best.
Nat, for Bob Jane team arts, Jarman Impey, anything to be concerned about there for Hawthorn?
Just taking a look now, he's talking to the doctors. It looks like it might have been some sort of impact injury. So just waiting to see exactly what they take a look at, but they don't look too concerned.
He did walk off to the bench, just a little bit of a smile.
He just said to the doctor on the Harvey Norman, "I'll be fine." So I think
done an Isaac Smith.
I think he's gone. I don't want to play this last 5 minutes. I'm out.
Good hearing.
Well, we're locked in here. Hear everything up in the Triple M box.
That's it.
Because he has a direct line to the Hawthorn coaching box. So.
Sam Doherty, one of his last disposals.
Hopefully he gets another one. See, fell on his backside there.
Yours?
That's not the memory you want, is it? Oh, Cripps got in the air. Isaac said that he can't do it earlier in the game, but that was sort of a jump.
Carlton.
Holding free kick. Carlton's ball next to the centre circle.
Doesn't look supernatural for Cripper, does it? The lift and using the hands to get to the back.
Howard looking for Curnow, elevates himself and marks. One of the few times he's got separation tonight.
Just for the snap. Move out.
Got two weapons up there, but for some reason the ball doesn't funnel through them all that often in a clean way.
No, they don't. And they just going inside 50. It's just so odd the way they use it. They don't find the space they need to find. And too often, if you throw TDK in there, they're so close together down the line.
Curnow brings it back on the left and kicks his first of the night. Has attacked the footy pretty hard tonight. There's Mackay. Curnow's the other one.
Not your fault.
Nah. It's just petered out a bit this game.
Oh, we have every right to check out. The players checked out at quarter time, so we've put in a few more quarters than they have.
So it's back to 24 points, 85 plays 61. Mackay gets his first. Not to be confused with Curnow.
No, that happens.
The sun will come up tomorrow.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I guess Mackay does have a twin brother. It's not Curnow, but...
Come back this way, Jesse.
And the other boxes are having as much fun as we're having tonight.
No, look at him.
I'm looking at Mark Murphy, and he's packing his bag already.
He looks...
I haven't seen a smile on Mark Murphy's face this year yet when he's been sitting next to us.
What else are you seeing, Brownie?
Checking out Big Dwayno's 2 litres of milk.
Outside 5. Outside 5.
Nash goes wide. Get the foam roller in there too.
Cooter and Christian have left.
Stand.
They were in the all Carlton box.
Move it on. Play on.
Minute 42 to go. Big pack forms, top of the goal square. Watson went driving through. Moore's kick smothered. Ricochets out of bounds with a minute 32 remaining. Hawthorn leading by 24 points. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Tom. Lloyd, you take. Tom, Lloyd. Got Watson.
So the Hawks deep in attack. Boundary throw in. Meek takes the front position, trying to flick it over the back.
Yeah.
Successfully found Nash. And now Watson. High ball. And Akers gets in the way. Couldn't mark it. Thought he had a really good piece of it. He might get up and ask the umpire why not.
I'm going to go through, JB.
Yeah. He'll have another ball up.
Thanks, Will.
15 metres out.
You'll mid one.
Tom, straight out. Move out, move out.
What have you thought about tonight, Isaac? Oh, yeah. The free kick will go to the Blues. Flop.
JB, go.
Down to a minute.
Staying out.
Play on.
Some of his best gear tonight.
You, mine. Stand, move out. Play on. Mine.
Carroll.
Stand. Play on you.
To Cripps. Through the centre.
15,
Not a good ball. Ollie Hollins dancing through. Handballs to Carroll. Bangs it with no real method or purpose. Just helps it inside Carlton's forward 50. Doherty playing deep. Trying to pinch one more before it's all said and done.
Back it out this way.
And he'll be balled up. Crowd tonight was what? Ash Tiller.
51,271.
Watch it.
So 35 seconds to go. Now an interest left in this game. Can Sam Doherty get on the end of one? Late. Going to get on the end of this one as Ward in the middle of the ground, and he finds Moore, who's had a fair bit of it. Moore, that's not his best. Sets a task for Gunston. Now Wiedering. Slams the ball on his boot to half forward, only as far as Sicily.
On the back stand.
So the Hawks are going to make it 6 of their last 7 games that they are victorious. They're building nicely, but their run home will be a real test. If they make it to September, they'll have done it the hard way. tonight. Winners by 24 points.
We're the mighty fighting Hawks. We love our club and we play to win. Riding the bumps with a grin at Hawthorn. Come on, may you find us striving. Teamwork is the thing that talks. One for all and one for once, the way we play at Hawk. We are the mighty fighting Hawks.
And the career of Sam Doherty comes to an end tonight at the MCG in front of a crowd of 51,183 games. Heart and soul of Carlton, one of the good guys of footy. Unfortunately, it won't be a winning night for him, but he's getting a lot of hugs and a lot of shaking of hands from his teammates in the opposition, and he deserves the respect because he's earned it.
Certainly does, and able to hit the scoreboard, which was a nice moment and classy celebration from him. Taking a bow after he slotted it. It was a shame that he couldn't find another one out there, but his career has been something that he should absolutely look back on fondly and be really proud of what he's able to overcome as a footballer and as a person, because if he doesn't inspire you on the field, well, he absolutely will inspire you off the field.
So Hawthorn winners tonight. John Newcomb, perhaps their only concern, subbed out of the game in the third quarter with some hamstring awareness.
Jarman Impey a bit sore late.
Yes. And they've got Adelaide next Friday night at the Adelaide Oval. That's a tough place to go and win.
Where does that leave on the live ladder, Ash?
Yeah, Hawks are currently fourth on the live ladder, Brownie, on 52 points, level with the Crows, but of course a lot to play out for the remainder of this round.
A reminder tomorrow, it'll be the Western Bulldogs and Essendon at Marvel, followed by GWS and Sydney at NG Stadium. Mitch Lewis, Will Day talking to Beck Madden, courtesy of Channel 7.
Is really hard and really boring and really tough. I'm going to ask both of you that question.
Yeah, it's not fun. Most of it, we're out on the track by ourselves. He's had a long time by himself, and yeah, it's pretty tough seeing all your mates go out while you're watching on, but yeah, it's really good to be back out.
How does the foot feel tonight? We're giving it a full test?
Yeah, it feels awesome. I've had a really good prep. Our medical team has done a really good job, and I came in with a lot of confidence.
Mitch, I know you returned last week. It was pretty terrible conditions for your return game, but nearly a year out of the game. How did it feel last week and then this week in the beautiful conditions at the MCG?
Yeah, it was amazing. Even last week in the conditions, I was really relishing the opportunity to put the jumper on again, and I think that was the first time I've sung the song for the footy club in the best part of 2 years. So it's been a long road back, but yeah, to return back to the MCG today in front of the home crowd with Daisy, it's been bloody awesome.
With an injury like that, does it really put playing footy into perspective for you? You've had a bit of a jolt?
Yeah, it does. I've spent the last 2 years basically on the sidelines, so you learn a lot about yourself, both mentally and physically, but I feel like I'm in a really good spot, as cliche as it is. I'm 26 and I feel like I'm the strongest I have ever been, so really excited for what's to come and hopefully big things for the footy club this year.
Speaking of what's to come, you've got Adelaide next week, and then some would say not an easy ride home into the finals, hopefully for you guys, but then some would say that's the ultimate preparation, playing the top teams.
Definitely, we see that if we want to do what we want to do in finals, we're going to have to face these teams anyway, so it's a great prep.
All right, Will and Mitch, thank you so much. Congratulations on your win. I know there's a pretty important chair off. I'm going to let you be part of it. Thank you.
Will Day and Mitch Lewis talking to Beck Madden, courtesy of Channel 7. We thank them for that audio, as well as all of the Carlton staff and all of the players not taking part tonight are lined up right in front of the Blues race. Hawthorn are now going to meet them there as well, and this is a nice moment, Brownie, for Sam Doherty.
Absolutely. They're all lined up, both sides. What a warrior he's been, as Kate said, a great human on and off the field, as he gets a hug from a former teammate who's now at the Hawks.
Kate Simpson.
And Jacob Wiedering gets the chair off to the milestone man, but well done to Sam Doherty.
Yeah, really nice scenes, absolutely what he deserves. Run out of superlatives to say about the man who has overcome so much in his life.
2023 Jim Stein's Community Medal as well. We spoke about him as a player, we spoke about him as a person. Sam Doherty walks off the MCG one last time A career filled with adversity. Never once has he complained. Never once has he said, poor me. He's got on with the job.
And I dare say that his contribution to football is far from over, Jack. In whatever capacity he wants to give back, you feel like he's going to be someone that either coaches or whatever road he chooses to go down to stay involved with footy, you feel like he's going to be able to do that.
Hawks are headed down into the rooms. Nat and Izzy will be down there on the other side of this. Winners tonight at the MCG by 24 points for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy.
That quarter for Beacon Trade. Tradies, big jobs, small jobs. Beacon Trade's got the fans, lights and switches to get it done. Partner up at beacontrade.com.au.
For Ream Hot Water,
Triple M rocks footy.
built tough for Aussie conditions. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a Ream.
Looking for the best deal on a new mobile? Harvey Norman Android price splits on now. Save $100 on Motorola G85, now under $300. Save $200 on Samsung Galaxy A56, now just $498. Save $100 on Samsung Galaxy A16, now under $200. And Oppo A5 5G, $258, save $40. More big savings on mobiles in store and online. Android price blitz on now. Harvey Norman. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed. Conditions apply.
At Choice Hotels, you get the best value, so you can check into more. And right now, you can get 10% off your next break. From regional road trips to beachside getaways, Choice Hotels has over 7,500 locations worldwide and the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com. So go ahead, check into more with Choice Hotels. Subject to availability, T's and C's apply. See choicehotels.com for details.
Yeah, it's been a long week. Now, it's finally time to put your feet up and watch your team work hard to bring home the win. Cbus Super is on your team too, working hard to provide strong long-term returns for after the final whistle. Cbus Super, making hard work pay off. Read the PDS and TND to decide if Cbus is right for you. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
When you're passionate about the footy, you know the game like the back of your hand. It's a bit like that at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre. We're passionate about the trade and we know it better than anyone. With expert advice and top quality timber and building products, our dedicated trade teams are ready with specialised service backed by an Australia-wide network. So while you support your team, Mitre 10 Trade is supporting you. That's mighty helpful, Mitre 10.
Hi, Rodney Jane here. We've got top brands at budget-friendly prices at Bob Jane T-Marts. Want a free tyre? Buy 3 Bridgestone, Yokohama or Kumho tyres and the 4th tyre's free. Get up to $200 instant cashback on Bridgestone and Pirelli tyres. Plus, receive a free gift card up to $250 when you buy 4 selected tyres. We won't be beaten with our best tyre price guarantee. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
T's and C's apply.
50 out on the boundary. Simo, self-employed mechanic from Cranbourne. Knocked back by the big banks when he applied for a loan. Don't forget that. But he backs himself now. And that is what Red Z loves. Kick set. Oh, an almighty roost. Straight through the eye diddle with Red Z backing him all the way.
Loans for the self-employed? Win with Red Z. Talk to your broker or contact Red Z.
Australian credit license 31128.
Looking for the best deal on a new mobile? Harvey Norman Android price splits on now. Save $100 on Motorola G85, now under $300. Save $200 on Samsung Galaxy A56, now just $498. Save $100 on Samsung Galaxy A16, now under $200. And Oppo A5 5G, $258, save $40. More big savings on mobiles in store and online. Android price blitz on now. Harvey Norman. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed. Conditions apply.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
The Triple M footy review for Amy. When clangers happen, it's lucky you're with Amy.
Hawthorn win tonight. They go to 4th on the ladder with games still to come this weekend. And a percentage of 119.9 winners tonight over Carlton. 13-7-85 to the Blues 9-7-61. This is the Triple M Amy review when clangers happen. Lucky you're with Amy. Down in the rooms very shortly, Isaac Smith and Nat Unides will be there. They've got Jack Gunston as their special guest coming as well. But the Hawks at the moment, Ash Chua, they're just I don't know, they're just kind of like loitering out on the ground, aren't they? They're just still out there.
Just taking it all in, Jack, that's for sure. As we said, they're sitting fourth on the live ladder as we speak with win number 13. But you look at statistically, their pressure's been very good over the last 6 rounds. They've been hovering at about 197 tonight. They went at 191. And 58 out of the 85 points had resulted from Carlton turnovers. And Will Day, he only played 69% game time, which was the least of any player outside of the subs. But still, he racked up 15 disposals and also laid 6 tackles in his comeback game.
As for Carlton, Ash, we were just talking about the ladder. What does that do for the Blues with 4 games to go after this?
Yeah, so you look at the Blues, a disappointing season, 7 wins for the season. They're 12th on the live ladder, got 16 points outside of the 8. And you look at their remaining games, tough assignment, Fremantle at Optus Stadium, Gold Coast at Marvel, Port at Marvel, and then they finish off with the Bombers at the MCG.
That is going to be very, very tricky. You back here tomorrow night? Marvel Stadium?
Marvel Stadium, the Bulldogs taking on the Bombers, Jack.
Could be a big number, that one, couldn't it?
As you mentioned off air last time they played against each other, Bulldogs won by 91 points.
That is where we will be tomorrow night after the Friday huddle from 4 o'clock. You can hear that game. You can hear Sydney and GWS on the Listener app, and you can hear it across the weekend as well. But let's get down into the Hawthorn rooms for the Triple M Amy review. Nat and Izzy are down there.
Thank you, Jack. We're just waiting for the Hawks to get down into the rooms after a 24-point win over Carlton here at the MCG. This is the Triple M Amy review. When clangers happen, it's lucky you're with Amy. You can hear those cheers. It means the Hawks have arrived, led by their skipper, James Sicily. As you can imagine, everybody down here is pretty happy. It is absolutely packed for a Thursday night. The Hawks fans are up and about because they are hitting form at the right time of the year. They've got a really difficult run home, but as it stands, they sit in the top 4 as of tonight. So they're going to be singing this song with gusto, as you would expect. Let's take a listen to the song. Hawthorn singing the song there after a 24-point win over Carlton. Isaac Smith is down here with me in the rooms, although he pretty much knows everybody in these rooms, so I don't know how much he's actually going to speak to me. He's talking to David Hale at the moment from the Hawks assistant. We're going to do Roaming Izzy later, so BT is down here in the rooms. He's about to do Roaming BT. We're going to do Roaming Izzy though, because I reckon that Izzy's going to get more out of everybody in this room. Stop talking. We need.
Well,
to
they're
talk
asking
about
me to code the game for them, a couple of the coaches, and I have absolutely no interest in that. Okay. I'm not watching that thing again.
All right, well, you tell us how you saw it then.
Well, I was impressive by Hawthorn in the first quarter. I thought their inside 50 connection and their handball game was really strong, and that's what got on top. It was their ability to score off turnover, and they just absolutely dominated Carlton all over the ground. But in the end, from quarter time, it just turned into a grind, and nothing actually happened. It was 30 points nearly the whole rest of the game, and Carlton were able to fight back a little bit through their contested possession and centre bounce work. But other than that, it wasn't a hell of a lot of a game. But I think we've got the best player on the ground coming over here, Nat.
Yeah, I think you might be right. So Jack Gunston's just making his way over, as you can imagine. He's also friends with Isaac Smith, as is everybody in this room.
I don't know if they are.
Hey, Jack, thanks for joining us on Triple M. Congratulations. An amazing game by you. You're having an incredible season. How are you finding it out there?
I'm enjoying it. Loving playing with these young guys. Bring a lot of energy. I'm just a beneficiary of some good work up the field, and yeah, look, it's nice to be kicking a few and getting on the end of them. And I thought tonight Cal stood up again, and Mitchie Lewis, so we're all starting to work together really well.
I don't want to talk about the other guys just yet. We want to talk about your form, because
Your mate Izzy over here reckons you're in all-Australian form. What do you reckon about that?
I've been saying it all year now.
He has. I think... Oh, no, I'm not going to say that. What do you make of it?
No, it's nice to be playing my role and contributing and, as I said, hitting the scoreboard. And look, we've obviously got Marby Chol on the sidelines as well, so there's pressure for spots and you just got to keep performing. And I know Isaac took a lot of credit for my 7 goals the other week, throwing me under the bus. It was nice to walk in on a Monday. Thanks, Isaac.
Well, I don't know if I threw him under the bus. I said sometimes when you have a brown lemonade, you relax and then you play your best football, Jack.
I know, Bung came from 4 deep and said, oh no, I spoke to Jack, he only had a couple. I haven't spoken to Bung in about a year. No, he's meant to look after someone though.
No, he does. Bung plays it very well. He might have set that up and teed it up very well. But going on, you mentioned Kalsha. What about his mark there?
He just keeps flying at everything. I don't know which one you're talking about because he took it.
Well, no, the one where Nathan Brown had teed it up and said that Jack Gunston, he's been kicking horribly tonight. He's no chance of kicking the goal. And I said, no, I'll back him in. This is his range this year. And a beautiful goal assist to Kalsha.
Yeah, I'm all about the goal assist. You know that, Isaac. Yeah, look, when he jumps and leaps at the ball, obviously had a frustrating start to this year, and he wanted to continue on from the growth he made last year. And sometimes patience is hard when you're young, and he put in a lot of work, and he's getting some rewards now. And look, if we can keep performing in our roles, hopefully he gets a sort of 3rd, 4th defender, and he can keep continuing to grow.
And then Tommy Barris, I reckon that was his best game for the club tonight.
Yeah, same again. He's been growing, and that synergy with Sis and Joshy Battle down there. I think they're building some good connection. And geez, when Tommy flies at the ball, he gets to the highest point, and he's a rock down there. So it's good.
Now the biggest question of the night, Nat. Sorry to jump in, but you're 2 goals behind Brian Taylor on the all-time goal kicking list. Is this a big milestone?
You know what? I actually knew that. I knew I was 4 behind going into it, knowing that he'd be around somewhere. No, well, hopefully we catch him in a week or 2.
I think we're going to go find Brian because he is roaming around. So after you finish with us, you've got to go make a beeline for BT. If I don't see you do that.
I did the game with Brian last week, and I had the stats in front of me, and I was counting it down, and Brian was not happy, and I don't think he wants to be calling it when you do pass him.
Yeah, well, the problem is I reckon he played about 100 odd games and got that many goals, so it's a pretty impressive record.
You guys are Friday night next week though, aren't you? I believe the BT calls Friday night.
Oh, is that? So you need 2 goals next week and you'll overtake him.
There we go.
Now, the big question is, who's a better golfer, you or Luke Bruce?
Well, it's myself. I got a lower handicap. He's out of
What
form.
is it at the moment?
What are we at? 3.8.
Yeah.
Luke's at about 4 to 5, but playing to about 15. So once you have a kid, see, I haven't had a kid, so I'm all about the golf game. He's out of form at the moment, but hopefully he can get back in the side.
And I guess leading on from that, who's the better footballer?
Luke Bruce.
And then just one more. We had Josh Weddle up in the rooms, up in the box.
When you start giggling before you say something,
we got him up in the commentary box before the game, and it came out that he's got a brand new Audi and a new Tag watch.
Who, Josh Weddle? Yeah. And he asked us if he should get a Rolex or not. So he really wants to up his game. We said, mate, just splurge, but he couldn't do it. So yeah, he's getting ahead of himself, that kid.
Well, he must be getting paid well.
Yeah, similar to you when you were playing.
So nothing.
Okay, we've been told to wrap it up. I know you've been ignoring the boys upstairs saying, all right, Izzy, let's wrap this up. And Jack, congratulations on the win. 3 goals from you tonight. Thanks so much for joining us on Triple M, and go well for the rest of the season.
Thank you, Nat. Thanks, guys.
Jack Gunston speaking to us for Bob Jane T-Marts. They have a great buy 3, get 1 free plus instant cashback deals. Call or shop online today. T's and C's apply. You were in your element.
It was good. It's good to catch up with a good friend, and yes, we do enjoy spending time with each other now.
Speaking of good friends, do you want to do your Triple MVP award votes?
Yeah, well, we should have done them when Jack was here. I thought Tommy Barris was 1 vote. I thought he was very impressive. I think he had 8 intercepts. He had 13 or 14 possessions, but it was the way he attacked the contest. I thought that was the best game he'd had for Hawthorn in his career. I guess he's only been here this season. That, and then 2 votes, I thought James Sisley was really impressive. He looked so much better after taking a few weeks off with injury. he ended up having 14 intercepts and 26 possessions. I thought he was second best player on the ground, but the best player on the ground was Jack Gunston. He had 10 scoring involvements, kicked 3 goals. His leading patterns were brilliant, and I thought he was pretty much involved in every positive movement for Hawthorn tonight.
I know he's a mate of yours, but I do want to ask, how impressed have you been with the way that he's come back from Brisbane, where he probably wasn't having, the games that he wanted to? He's come back into this side. He was delisted at the end of last season, relisted as a rookie, and now in arguably close to career best form.
Yeah, well, he's every big career best form. He'll end up kicking 50-odd goals this year, and I think maybe 58 is his best in his career, but he could easily fall in an All-Australian side. But, he had a couple of tough years there. He went up to Brisbane. It didn't work out, but the way he's applied himself since he's got back to Hawthorn, everyone that I talk to within the club says what he's doing off the field is more impressive than what he's doing on the field, and the way he's educating these young players and helping develop their game is super impressive. So it's great to see, and he's absolutely loving his football. And I think the older you get, it can become difficult, but if you can find a love in something that you're doing, and he really has, then you can play some really strong football.
Well, there's certainly been a lot of love for Jack Gunston tonight, but the Maccas I'm loving it moment. Tonight, it happened at the 29th minute mark at the third quarter, and I think you're going to like this just as much. This is how we called it on Triple M Footy.
Williams got players on, had players on. Now he's lost those players who were out. One of those was Fogarty, and now he kicks it into a congestion. Doherty for a goal. And he finishes and takes a bow. You deserve it. A nice moment for Sam Doherty.
Yeah, great moment for Sam Doherty kicking a goal in his last game. So unfortunately we don't get to see any more of him, but a great way for him to finish up with the Blues. Izzy, thanks so much for your time tonight. For Choice Hotels around the ground, Choice Hotels gets you more for your money, so you can check into more, get the lowest price guarantee, so you can book at choicehotels.com. Tomorrow we're off to Marvel Stadium. Essendon are taking on the Western Bulldogs, and of course GWS are taking on Sydney. But tonight here at the MCG, it was the Hawks by 30 points. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
The Triple M Footy Review for Amy. When clangers happen, it's lucky you're with Amy.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's,
Triple M rocks footy.